Okay, okay, it's fine. XI. Hello everybody, welcome to my today videos about PoE 2, and in today's videos I'm gonna show you guys my new idea about the BloodMage. Yep, is it the BloodMage? And my character here is only level 86. Yep, but the idea here is about making this guy to a massive crit chance, to have as much as possible the crit chance, and I'm using like 4 link here. As always, I'm doing a budget version for every build I made. So here, let's go through it. Yeah, what the case is here is I'm using the lightning spell damage as the main skill. So all of my gear is about like, it's just about crit chance, of course, because we're doing we try to cap the crit chance as high as much as possible. So all the gear is pretty cheap. It's just cost me around 540 exalted, and then 3 divide for the unique jeweler. So here is all the gear is cost me like around 45, maybe 5 divide here, this number. But yeah, and again, this only costs you around 8 divide to get, similar to what I have here. It's just some cheap gear. You can get it by trade, you can search it, it's pretty cheap everywhere. So the concept here is you try to cap your crit chance as high as possible, and then the rest is just about cast speed, intelligence, mana, and that's it. That the core things of the build is making a blood mage is cheaper and better than the Stormweaver. So this is the gears. The gear is, I'm gonna hover it so you guys can see it quickly. If you want to see it, you can pause. Okay. So this is all the gear is still cheap. Yep. And then this is the tree. The most expensive things in this build is this one. It just cost me like 3 divide. You can get cheaper or higher, it depends on the trade, but it's around 3 to maybe 4 divide now. So it's around like 3 to maybe 4 divide. But yeah, it's the expensive one on the build right now. The rest is like each of the jewel here is only cost you, if you only search for the crit chance here and crit them bonus, it's pretty cheap, like 10 exalted each. But yeah, you're gonna have like one plus point is energy seal. Okay, so it's gonna be 20 exalted something, but it's around like 20 exalted each for the all of the jewel I have here, and the rest is just about a tree. And the trees here, I have a 1 plus point here is about the amulet. As everybody mentioned to me, like, is that the amulet dead and the skill from amulet dead? Not. No, it's not. It's not dead yet. Maybe the temporalist build gonna be dead with this, but with me, like, I'm still fine with it. We can still dealing damage and a lot of damage from this amulet. Why? Because we crit, then it trigger. We crit, then it trigger, and we have higher chance about a crit chance here. I would do calculate like when you're casting 1 spark, is a lot of spark moving around, so it's actually like 1 hit you got crit, 1 spark you got crit, 1 spark casting you got crit, every spark casting you got crit. And in my tree here, I got everything about crit chance over my tree here, on some additional point for the projectile speed here, additional point for the projectile speed here too. Yeah, the rest is just about crit chance, and here is a plus point here. So you're gonna have a can surge when you crit, and we crit, so it means we always has a can surge. What a can surge gonna give you? A can surge gonna give you yep, cast speed and mana regeneration. Yep. And here, a little bit defensive layer, you're gonna get less mana recovery rate, but doesn't matter, you're gonna have mana on kill right here. 1, maybe 2 jewel like this is gonna sustain your mana pool. It's gonna go down a little bit in the mapping with some spicy mapping. You have to cast more than once, maybe 2 to get crit to killing the mobs. But usually you only have to cast 1 in tier 15 and tier 16. Yeah, and the monster it just die immediately. So you don't have to cast twice, maybe 3 times. Yeah, the core things of the build is about crit chance. And with this one, why it's so expensive? Because it's gonna help you cover 1, 2, 3, and 4 points. And the very end way of the build, I'm gonna have a cast on shock here for the lightning conduit or something. But yeah, in this version, it's still budget. It's just cost you like a little bit, like 7.5 divide to get all the gear I have here, similar or maybe better, depends on your search. Yep, just 75, so you can run through tier 15, tier 16 with bridge, with bossing. Dealing damage is fine, just need to be careful a little bit in some spicy map. Like Shocking Ground, Burning Ground, and less recovery rate is a very dangerous mod for this build. Yeah, the rest is fine. You just need to worry about recovery rate. Yet the rest is fine. And so on. You're gonna have the Spark is your main skill. You're gonna put Flame War in some like a tanky monster and so on. Put Art of Storm too. In here, as you can see, I'm not even have the support gem for the Aura Storm, but you can have it in my complete version. I'll put in max roll for you guys, so you can have more support gem for the Aura Storm, so you got more damage, right? But here I feels like this build not actually need Aura Storm place to kill the monster, because the monster already dead on the way. I'm casting a Spark, so yeah, it depends on if the monster is pretty tanky. Then you can place some more support gem for the Aura Storm, of course, for optimize the damage. Yeah, and here I'm having my Spark level 23, which is you can scaling up with the good amulet. The good amulet with the spell level of spell here. Also in the focus and in the weapon. My weapon here is only 3 levels something. Well, you can get more than that. Yeah. So here I'm only using level 18 Spark. Is not actually like level 19 or level 20. If you have level 20 Spark, you're gonna get like plus 5 level, and it's gonna be level 30. So level 30, you're gonna get more damage than what the number I have here. If you see in here, the number is here is not actually the real damage we're dealing to the monster, because with 28,000 we cannot like hit the monster in one time and they dead. But the crit chance is gonna make a difference. So it's gonna increase like 300% of this number, and make it into the crit chance hit, like crit hit. Yeah. So you multiply by 300% and you're dealing a lot of damage in every hit, because we always crit. Okay. So that is all the things about this build today. Is about my budget, another budget version, another budget build for everybody to play. It's just pretty cheap, so you can run through the campaign, you can run through the map, any content like tier 16, tier 15 with bridge, bossing kill also. So I'm gonna upgrade this guy to a end game and to see how it's look like, but it's in the budget version it still works so good. But yeah, I will create the endgame version with the gears on the max roll for you guys, so you can follow it, or maybe you can deep down it for more divine, for more currency in it, to make it a massive build to tankable, killing bosses faster than what I have in the budget version here. But yeah, hope you guys like the video, and if I'm missing something or make any mistake, please note down in the comment to let me know, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.